I restarted it for you because I messed up. Okay. Hi, my name is Brooklyn, and this is my story in 7, roughly. I'm from Las Vegas. I got the wonderful opportunity to come here to Kentucky Wesleyan. But a little bit about me. I was raised in the Catholic Church by my lovely mother and my grandparents. It was a very interesting life, to say the least. I mean, growing up, it was very traditional. There was very set things that we did. Sundays were the big day, it felt like, and every Sunday I was always in church. I was dressed in my very best, as my grandma liked to call it, and we would go, we would sing, we would listen, we would take communion, and then we'd go home, and if I got lucky, there was a donut Sunday. And growing up in that, it was definitely different, and learning about God felt like a classroom setting, not necessarily building a relationship with Him. And for the longest time that I thought that I needed to have religion with God, not a relationship with God. And it didn't took me until coming here to Kentucky Wesleyan to realize that I wasn't really where I wanted to be in my faith, and I hadn't been doing the right things to grow my walk with Christ and grow my relationship. But jumping back a little bit to kind of see where that comes from, back in 2021, my grandmother, who had been battling Alzheimer's about 8 years at the time, was on the last stages of treatment, and there really wasn't much that we could do, and that was peak COVID. Everything was online, and so I kind of had the unique opportunity to help as much as I could. I mean, I could take my computer with me and do my school and help where needed. So I had self-isolated, which is a whole other story itself, and ended up moving in with them for about a period of 3 to 4 months. And in that period, I watched one person that I love more in this world, well, most in this world, who raised me alongside my mother, lose who she was, and person that I admired, person that I would have, even as a 8-year-old, 7-year-old, have long conversations with, and always knew that I had someone to count on, even when it felt like it was the end of the world at 8 years old, when I couldn't get when I didn't get dessert at dinner, or I had to finish my dinner and sit at the table by myself. She was always good at being that calming voice in the back of my head, and she had built my relationship with God in the way that she understood, and helped build a foundation and understanding of what it was. And I really wish that one of my biggest wishes is that she could see me now and help me cultivate that more. But during that time, I'd suffered just helping her and watching her that way. I suffered with a lot of anxiety, depression, and panic attacks, and are not fun at all, but something that shaped me into who I am today. But since then, until I got here, I had just been struggling really deeply. I definitely tried getting more into the church, and it was helping, at least I thought it was, but it was helping me feel like I was just doing things to check off the box to make sure that I was still being a good person, the person I wanted to be, when in reality I wasn't. And until I got to literally the first day here at school and lived about a month, I had something happen with a group of friends and I. We unfortunately, we'll witness someone try to commit suicide, and it was very difficult for all of us. And for me personally, I've only ever dealt with that in an internal way, and seeing it externally really changed my perspective on a lot of things, and something that I didn't think just really changed how I viewed a lot of things, and how I viewed my life, and how I viewed what I was doing. And I actually came to a chapel service about 2 days after that. I think it was my second one, and I really liked it the first time, but I still was living a worldly life, and just leaving Sundays for Sundays, and leaving God for that one day, when I should have been having Him every day. And I had actually spoken to one of the speakers here, and he kind of just looked at me, and he's like, I can see God in you, and I can see how much you're struggling, and I want you to know that you are seen by Him. And my entire just focus and perspective changed on everything. I got immediately plugged into CM. I had talked with Sean and Anna and just all these people, and McKenna O'Brien, if all of you love know her lovely self around campus, just helped me realize what I should be doing with my life and the things that I should not be doing, and recommitting myself in certain aspects that I had been lacking in, and really understanding what it is to have a relationship with God and to stop living this lukewarm Christian lifestyle that I had adopted. I had really been just still living in kind of both Catholic life, world life, and then a Christian life, and the lines were blurring everywhere. And unfortunately, it took something as big and as traumatic and tragic as it was to really change my focus. But God is not going to give me anything that I can't handle through Him, and realizing that He has my hand, and He has His hand extended out to me, and I just have to reach on. I have seen, I have overcome a lot, but I still have a lot more way to go, and I know my story will evolve with me, and it is just amazing to see what God can do, not only literally moving hundreds of miles away from home, and even though He's been in my life this whole time and shown up in different places, being here and getting to see Him live, work live in my friend's life, in my life, and just everything. And yeah, that is just a little snippet of my story, and I think that's it. I hope that was 7 minutes. Do you think that was 7?